But we will find out in just a bit. We need like a little cutscene that when we go from round to round, like a dun, 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 dun.
Yeah.
And then so that we can like.
I suggested this like 4 months ago.
Oh, but you were supposed to make one.
You didn't ask me to. You just said I don't want to do video editing.
Well, I don't want to. Well, then that's where you're like, I'll edit some video, Rashad. Well, until then, we could just do it with our. We could just do it with our mouths.
Yeah, Rashad.
That was awesome.
It was pretty awesome.
So, welcome to round 6 of the Bitwoods Master Series here in Burnsville, Minnesota.
Outside of Minneapolis.
Right outside of Minneapolis, about 20 minutes away from the airport. Rashad Miller here with Ben S.W. Swartz.
What's up, guys?
And right now we have round 6, feature match between Jerry Thompson, who is playing the Koros deck, which is the Boros deck with core equipment, guys, basically. And he is playing against Julian Booher.
Booher? I hardly knew her.
Oh, this is getting awesome. Or something. It's getting something. We believe he's playing the Naya deck, but not 100% sure.
But yeah, Jerry Thompson needs no introduction himself. Writer.
Even though I did just introduce him, sort of. I guess I didn't. We can introduce him anyway. Let's introduce him, even though he doesn't need one.
Tell us a little about Jerry Thompson.
I don't really know too much about him. He's kind of a...
curmudgeon.
Yeah. Basically. He has a great hat, if you can see that hat. If the hat looks familiar, it's because it was once mine, but then he mugged me, and now it's his. But then I woke up and there was $20 laying on my face, so I figured, he felt a little bad about mugging me for my hat.
So he paid you the manufacturer's suggested retail price?
If only.
Looks like Julian takes a mulligan, a quick mulligan.
You run so good, huh? What happened to that?
Two players are pretty courteous to each other. They're friends, both locals from the area.
Yep. What do you think of Jimmy John's?
They got my order wrong, so
maybe you just never know what you actually ordered.
No, I know what I write down.
Why is it that your order is always wrong and everyone else's order is always right?
No, there's other people's orders were wrong.
Now you're trying to make up stuff. Let's see if this 6 is better than the previous 7.
Maybe we can get a good look at it this time. Looks like the Naya deck. I see a Scoop Mob and a Forest.
Whoa, and Jerry Thompson leads off with a Core Duelist. That is, in fact, the Core Duelist. You are not misseeing that.
That's why it's called the Koros.
That's why that is one of the core in the Koros deck.
So it gets in there for 1 and plays a turn 2 player Jupede. I saw a Basilisk Collar in Jerry's hand, so he's probably going to play that turn 3. Get in for a bunch.
I knew he had Turbo Arch Battles. Go 1/1/1/1/1. So that's why I was thinking.
He also has a Stoneforge Mystic.
It's turn 2. No.
So Aaron Mesa gets played to put in a turn 2 Night of the Reliquary for Julian.
So this Basilisk Collar on the Death Duelist is going to be pretty. It's going to be pretty saucy.
I mean, like it only makes it a 1/1 double strike. It's not the best.
It's pretty saucy. It's a 1/1 double striking lifelink Death Touch.
Yeah, I think Jerry drew a Scalding Tarn here, so he can play a Scalding Tarn. I think he just plays a land here and then plays and equips Basilisk Collar because he doesn't want to get rid of the second landfall trigger from the Scalding Tarn on his player Geopede because his opponent's Night of the Reliquary is a 3/3.
He had the air launch on that turn too, and he didn't air
That's still, I mean, that's fine.
until I swung out, so he like
Sure.
double striking that.
I think it's concerning whether he really wants to equip his collar right now.
Game players, that is time in the round.
There's a planes, right? You just use the
Yeah,
planes.
he's got a plane, so he can play planes. Instead, he goes and plays Scalding Tarn and attacks in with Blade Geopede. Blade Geopede gets through, and Stormforge Mystic is going to come out for Jerry.
You're going to get a piece of equipment with some gumption. There we go. Adventuring gear.
Making double strike. on the Core Duelist, a force to be reckoned with.
I know Jerry Thompson's draft deck is sick.
I don't think this is a draft deck, Rashad.
It's not?
Nope.
Wow. Even sicker.
So Jerry T is just going to pass the turn here, I think.
So I thought Jerry Thompson was retired.
I heard that. And then I heard he thought, I'll play one of these Moto PTQs. Top 8's that one. I felt close. I'll play the one tomorrow. And wins that one. So I hear he's unretired.
And that's the way it is.
That's the way it is.
It's like that. And that's the way it is. It's like that. Yeah, we're doing 90s songs again.
This is going to be a recurring theme on Good Games Live.
Well, I love the 90s, and you should too. They
I was
created
alive
you.
in the 90s.
The whole 90s, like all of the 90s.
Every year of the 90s, I was there. I was living. Julian mulls over his options. Here, he's got a bunch of lands in, I can't quite see. Looks like a Noble Hierarchy he's going to cast here. Drops in his lap instead. And then a handful of lands, looks like.
You got Terramorphic Expanse. So I think this turn is over.
Earthquake drawn for Jerry.
Can
How
that
much does that
Earthquake
even
get
do?
there? It can only do 3, which isn't enough to get rid of the knight, which makes it
And
not
it doesn't
worth
get rid of the birds.
Right. So you just do it for 1
Marcus Grutnick.
and get rid of
You're
that
on Core Duelist?
Yeah, that Earthquake doesn't seem very, very effective with Core Duelist in play. Unless we go Adventure Gear equipped.
Sack, Scalding Tarn.
Sack, Scalding Tarn, play a land, Earthquake for 1. Which seems like a lot of work just to get rid of a Noble Hierarch.
Yeah, plus, like, Julian here can just, block Chump with the Nether Roper, so that Jerry doesn't get in for a million. Jerry really wants, like, a Journey to Nowhere. Something to get rid of the Nether Reliquary.
I think we just want to put gear on Mr. Double Strike, play a land, and then attack with the Geopede and the Duelist, right?
Yeah, your Duelist is a 3/3 now, Double Strike, and a 3/3 First Striker. So Jerry can, of course, at any time sack the Scalding Tarn.
For extra. I wonder why the Geopede didn't get in there.
Just afraid of, like, lightning bolt or
Draft 5
something.
is ready to begin. Draft 5, your judge is waiting.
I guess that's a fair card to be wary of.
I mean, Lightning Bolt already gets his guy anyway, so I don't know. Looks like Chump Block with Birds of Paradise.
Was there a piece of equipment that gives anything trample?
Yeah. In this deck, I don't think so.
Like another equipment that do, but I was wondering if.
I think they're just running Sigil, Adventuring Gear, and Basilisk Call. Those 3 equipment.
So there you go. Yes.
So, let's see. Last time I checked, Julian's hand, it was just 4 lands.
Julian's pretty far behind.
Yeah. Although he's got drawn up much more Chump Blockers. He has a Stirring Wildwood, and now Scoop Mob and Wild Cattle. Scoop Mob not quite turned on yet, but soon will be.
I think we should turn that last light off.
Yeah, I agree.
Jiva Aarons, your draft is waiting for you. Jiva Aarons, your draft is waiting for you.
Now Jerry's gone into the tank.
That is 1 second.